Morning guys, so today we're in the kitchen doing some worktops. This is what we've got to do. We've got to take this old granite out, the sink out, tap out. This one's got to come out. We've taken this side out already. This is the new worktop the customer has supplied. It's supposed to come with the ends veneered, but it doesn't, so it's not the end of the world. So this one's a little breakfast bar, another new sink going in here as well, so it's a double sink kitchen. These are going to be no drainers because they're too close to the joins for a draining board. I'll show you outside what we've been up to already. So as you can see, we've already cut this one in the shape of the island bit. Sink's already marked up. You've got to heat this bit of veneer up and try and get it off carefully without damaging the veneer so that we can butt straight to it. Because otherwise if you don't, you end up with this brown, thick brown line in your joint, which you don't want, especially when you've got another different colour jointing compound up against it. Fun and games. So we've got our jig on, ready to cut out our bolts. We're doing 3 because obviously we've got over 600 worktops, so 3 bolts. We're going to get a nice, good, solid finish. These are our clamps. See, half in that side, half in the other side. Pulls them tight, glued and biscuit jointed. So you want to make sure you don't go no deeper than the depth of this when you're doing your routering, and you only want to go down 10mm at a time. These are usually about 20-22mm. These are 38mm worktop, so it should be fine. Okay, so we've got all our pockets drilled, and as you can see, 20mm, bang on the money. You don't want to go no deeper than that. Now we're going to put a biscuit joint in here, so we get a nice good solid glued fixing. So when I'm doing my biscuit joints, I use a router with a router bit, biscuit joint router bit, and as long as you stick to the same side, whereas I'm doing the bottom of it, you don't have to get it exact in the centre. I mean, that's not bad for centre. Get a nice line through there. Get 4 or 5 joints in there. And as long as I do the other worktop on the bottom as well, they line up perfect every time. There you go. So there's our routed slot. That's our biscuits pushing in there nice and tight. We can get a number of them in there along that whole line. Plenty of glue. Job's a good one. Okay, so all our bits are cut, they're all routed, they're all biscuit jointed. You just got to do the seam now. Holes cut out for the sink. I'm going to use these levelling clamps just to help me get the worktop level. Believe me, they do help, especially if you're on your own. And then we can just bolt them up and I haven't got to keep getting up and down. Okay, so we've put glue in that joint. And we smeared a ton of glue on this joint. See the button together. I'm going to put a little bit more in there now. Okay, so we've got them almost together. We're just going to put some jointing compound in here now. Okay, so I've got my joint compound in. I've just got to do the clamps up a little bit. Okay guys, so we've got our first corner in and done. Now the customer's ordered some new veneer to go on here because these are supposed to come pre-veneered, so she's going to order the strip to go on that. Sink's in and working, taps in and working. There's our joint, beautiful. And now we've ripped that side out and we've got to do it all over again. Okay guys, so we've got our piece cut for there, and now we're looking at our joint. Now if you look, we've got pretty much tight around that wall, a few gaps because it's plasterboard, and then we have to deal with this. So nothing. So what we're going to have to do is scribe this piece in. So what we need to do is put that bit of timber under this end. Put this end up on top, and then you mark the underside. So you get it like this. So as you can see, it's sitting on top. We've got a batten there, so we got our depth. And make sure it's squarish to that wall, making sure this side is as tight to that corner as possible, so that these ends are flush, so that our bolt holes line up. Got a slight gap there, but it's touching in the middle. I could cut this out, but this has got an upstand going on, so we'll lose that gap. So now we will pencil mark the underside of here, which I've already done, and then we'll cut it to that line. Okay, so that's our scribe line. So we're just going to butt our track up to it. Now when cutting worktops, you really want to try and come in to the front edge, because my blade spins upwards when it's cutting, so it won't chip the veneer or the laminate on the underside. And never try and do it in one hit. I always go down half and half. So it's a 38mm, so I'll do a 20mm deep cut and then I'll come back over it again. There you go, nice tight and scribe. So now what we've got to do is on our knife down now and heat gun this bit of veneer off, so we get a nice clean join, same as the other side. Okay guys, so we're done. Upstands on, sinks are all in and working. Those are just to hold the upstand in place. It's all been siliconed. Once the glue's gone off, those wedges can come off. We just got to come back and veneer the edges. Just got to veneer this edge and the two other edges. Once the client gets the veneer in, because the stuff he's got is the thin stuff, and we want this nice plastic one to go on there. So don't forget guys, like, follow, share, and I'll see you on the next one.